But Montague has sworn an oath, just like I have, and he's under the same penalty. I don't think it will be hard for men as old as we are to keep the peace.
You both have honorable reputations, and it's too bad you've been enemies for so long. But what do you say to my request?
I can only repeat what I've said before. My daughter is still very young. She's not even 14 years old. Let's wait 2 more summers before we start thinking she's ready to get married.
Girls younger than she often marry and become happy mothers.
Girls who marry so young grow up too soon. But go ahead and charm her, gentle Paris. Make her love you. My permission is only part of her decision. If she agrees to marry you, my blessing and fair words will confirm her choice. Tonight, I'm having a feast that we've celebrated for many years. I've invited many of my closest friends, and I'd like to welcome you and add you to the guest list. At my humble house tonight, you can expect to see dazzling stars that walk on the ground and light the sky from below. You'll be delighted by young women as fresh as spring flowers. Look at anyone you like, and choose whatever woman seems best to you. Once you see a lot of girls, you might not think my daughter's the best anymore. Come along with me. Go, little fellow, walk around Verona, find the people on this list and tell them they're welcome at my house tonight.
Find the people whose names are on the list. It is written that shoemakers and tailors should play with each other's tools, that fishermen should play with paints, and painters should play with the fishing nets. But I've been sent to find people whose names are written on this list, and I can't read. I'll never find them on my own. I've got to find somebody who knows how to read to help me. But here come some people, right in the nick of time.
Come on, man. You can put out one fire by starting another. A new pain will make the one you already have seem less. If you make yourself dizzy, you can cure yourself by spinning back around in the opposite direction. A new grief will put the old one out of your mind. Make yourself lovesick by gazing at some new girl, and your old lovesickness will be cured.
The plantain leaf is excellent for that.
What? Romeo, are you crazy?
I'm not crazy, but I'm tied up tighter than a mental patient in a straitjacket. I'm locked up in a prison and deprived of food. I'm whipped and tortured. Good evening, good fellow.
May God give you a good evening. Excuse me, sir. Do you know how to read?
I can read my own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you've learned from life and not from books. But please, tell me, can you read anything you see?
Yes, if I know the language and the letters.
I see. Well, that's an honest answer. Have a nice day.
Stay, fellow. I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Ansem and his beautiful sisters, Vitruvio's widow, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, my uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosalind and Livia, Signor Valentio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. That's a nice group of people. Where are they supposed to come?
Up.
Where? To supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
To our master's house.
Indeed. I should have asked you before who he was.
Now, I'll tell you so you don't have to ask. My master is the great and rich Capulet, and if you don't belong to the house of Montague, please come and drink a cup of wine. Have a nice day.
The beautiful Rosalind whom you love so much will be at the Capulets' traditional feast, along with every other beautiful woman in Verona. Go there and compare her objectively to some other girls I'll show you. The woman who you think is as beautiful as a swan is going to look as ugly as a crow to you.
If my eyes ever lie to me like that, let my tears turn into flames and burn them for being such obvious liars. A woman more beautiful than the one I love? The sun itself has never seen anyone as beautiful since the world began.
Come on, you first decided she was beautiful when no one else was around. There was no one to compare her to except herself. But let your eyes compare her to another beautiful woman who I'll show you at this feast, and you won't think she's the best anymore.
I'll go with you. Not because I think you'll show me anything better, but so I can see the woman I love.